Hello everybody, Xpertfusion here, and today we're going to talk about something a little different. We're usually talking about something about Call of Duty, whether it be top 10 something, I don't know. But today I kind of feel like doing this because I was thinking about it the other day, like, is the zombie apocalypse possible to happen in real life? Now, we've all watched The Walking Dead if you've seen it, and you're always wondering, oh, what would I do if this happened in real life? But, first of all, you have to think, what is it even possible to happen? Like, obviously that show is fiction. Obviously there's no such thing as zombies. But I was thinking, and I was reading this article one day, and this got me thinking, because the article was talking about this ant infection going around in Miami that had like this worm that grows inside of the ant and kind of causes it to die, but then not really come back as a person, but like it still walks, doesn't have a mind of its own at all. It just basically just whatever ants do, crawl around and does whatever they want. And somehow it's the only way they can get this infection is if the worm gets inside of them, which I don't think is that easy to get it inside of him. It must be pretty difficult. But it was something going around in Miami, and it was, people might think it's not that big of a deal because it's ants. It's not like it's humans or animals or something bigger. But it's not like it's a zombie for humans, it's a zombie for ants, really. And but it got me thinking, though, because they were talking about, is there any possibility for the ant infection, wherever this disease thing is, to get to humans? Alright, so rats. We know rats like to eat insects. So maybe, a rat would eat an ant that was infected, and if the rat ate the ant that was infected, maybe that rat would hold the disease. Now, I'm not saying the rat would die and come back as a zombie, like a zombie rats or whatever, but no, I think the rat would just hold the infection. It would hold a worm inside of it, but not really die or anything like that. Nothing bad would happen. Then I think a cat, which cats don't really necessarily eat rats, but one time I saw a cat freaking eating the guts out of a rat, so I'm pretty sure that's possible for a cat to somehow eat a mouse or a rat or some kind of rodent. So, it's possible. And then a cat poops, alright? It litters, gets in a litter box, put it in the garbage, and goes to garbage disposal. Then a bird, goes to the garbage disposal, eats the cat poop, because birds eat whatever the fuck they want, and then one of the number one causes of diseases travel through birds, pigs, and really any of those kind of animals, and birds is probably the number one most transferred disease thingy that transfers diseases. So if the bird had the infection, that could easily spread to humans, easily. Now, I'm not saying that if this were to happen, that we would all be walking around like Walking Dead type zombies or like Nazi zombie type zombies or anything like that. But what I do think is that if this were to happen, even though it's maybe like 1% chance out of 99% chances that it would ever happen, but I would think that all humans, not all humans, but anyone who has an infection wouldn't necessarily die, but they would be uncontrolled by what they're doing. Basically, kind of like rabies, but not really. But they'd be uncontrolled by what they're doing. They wouldn't like do what zombies do in The Walking Dead. Like they want to like eat flesh of other people, like, or what like the zombies do in like other movies. Like they want to eat brains or whatever. Like they wouldn't be like that. I think they would just be completely uncontrolled by what they do, which means they're not really dangerous in a way. But I mean, like they would do anything. They could walk around the block. It's like it's hard to explain. They could be doing something bad. That way it would be random. They could be killing people. They could be just doing nothing. They could be lying down, and it's like it's really confusing. And I think nobody really wastes their time, doing scientific studies on this because they don't think it's possible. But anything could happen. Like this whole Ebola virus thing was going around. I was reading something on it, and like it spreads fast, and if something like the zombies infection thingy happened, they obviously wouldn't call it zombies. I don't think they would, because what I'm kind of telling you guys what I think what would happen if this were to happen doesn't really sound like anything that has to do with zombies. I mean, we wouldn't look like zombies. We wouldn't look all infected. We would maybe look like a little feverish, look like you would be when you're sick, and you'd be doing uncontrollable things. Maybe you'd be dead and just walking around doing absolutely nothing, and you wouldn't even be trying to kill humans, but it's still an infection that kills you, so it's still dangerous in a way. But nah, it wouldn't be like The Walking Dead. It wouldn't be like Nazi zombies. It wouldn't be like Night of the Living Dead. It wouldn't be any of those, zombie shows that like basically the zombies just want to kill humans, and that's their only goal in their little life or whatever I guess you can call it. But yeah, I don't think this. Don't start buying whatever they're called, bunkers, and buying lifetime supply of food, because you think the zombie apocalypse is gonna happen, and teaching your kids how to use guns, stuff like that. It's just no, don't waste your time. I mean, I'm just putting thoughts out there. I'm not trying to make you guys think that this is actually gonna happen, and it's not like I'm gonna go learn how to shoot a gun before it happens so I can start shooting the zombies up like The Walking Dead. No, it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. So there you guys have it. That's just my thoughts on that, because a lot of people, always try to think of if it's possible thing to happen, and it's not. And if it were to happen, what I would do is what everyone else would do. I think they would just secure their house and maybe go find a prison like The Walking Dead, or I don't know, Herschel's farm, and go on a nice farm, open areas. I don't know, go wherever the hell you want, get a boat like they were gonna do in the Walking Dead video game, which is something that I would do. But that's basically what I would do. I mean, there's not much you can really say what you would do if the zombie apocalypse were to happen, but that's all for today. I will see you guys on my next video. I'll be doing a shout out video tomorrow, since I do that every Saturday. I have 2 channels tomorrow that I'm gonna be giving a shout out to, because I couldn't find a third one that I could give a shout out to, and these 2 channels are actually really good channels. So hope you guys will stick around for tomorrow's video and Sundays, and moving on from there. So bye guys.